Imagine that I have a wand in my hand, and every time I wave it over my head and point to you, I want you to say magic. So let's try it one time. Magic. Yes. Abracadabra. Lots of people love magic. However, I don't have any magic tricks for you today. The last time I caught myself pulling a rabbit out of a hat, all I got was lint. And it's just because it's not my skill set, it's not my gift. Let me ask this question. How many people in here believe that every single person in this world has a purpose, including yourself? Yeah. But there are a lot of people out there that believe having a purpose for themselves is nothing more than an illusion, a magic trick. There was a study done recently that said 72% of the U.S. workforce goes to work without a purpose. They just go in to punch in and punch out. They're just in survival mode. And that's outside of work too. Oh, but I'm here to tell you, every single one of us has a purpose. We all have a gift. A gift. If I had a gift for you, I shouldn't keep it to myself. I should give it away. However, there's a lot of people that believe that they don't have a gift. They don't even recognize it. So they don't even know to give it away. They don't know to share it with someone else. They don't recognize how powerful they are. It's important for us to share our amazing journeys because we discover these amazing gifts. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do a little Felicia analogy. Let's say for the first time, you're climbing up your mountain, okay? You get a couple of cuts, get some scrapes on your knees, right? And you look up and it looks daunting. You get frustrated. You start having some self-doubts. And just when you think you're at the end of your rope, you look up again and you made it. You didn't even recognize that you were there already. And your adrenaline starts pumping, you're feeling good, and you get that victory song and dance. I made it, I made it. Don't look at me like you never had a victory song or dance, right? We all have, and it's a part of life. We should celebrate along the way. Celebrate no matter how big, how small. We need to celebrate those things along the way. There's a quote by Charles Swindoll, and it roughly says, life is 10% of what happens to me, 10% of what happens to me, and 90% of how I react to it. But once again, I'm gonna add a little Felicia to it. Let's take it up another level and add an additional 10%. That 10% is, what do you do with the lessons learned? So if you made it up that mountaintop, not just made it, you made it through, you need to share that journey because that next person that you tell, you've given them the map to make it up there a lot easier and a lot swifter. And when you tell them, they can tell someone else. As a matter of fact, not just telling, it's sharing. And I want to make sure that we understand about this word share. So we're here together. So when I do this, shake it out, share, I want us to say the word share. So can we do it together? Share. Woo, yeah, you're with me. You're with me. The thing that I'm trying to say to you is that we may not have asked for the journey that we had. We all have things that we have to go through. Sometimes we don't recognize that it's a gift because it's wrapped in sandpaper. It doesn't feel comfortable at the time that we're going through, but you go through. You go through it and you're so much wiser. You're so much stronger. You get to say, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, not doing that again. Oh, I'm going to do all that, right? Each of us are uniquely created. The Bible actually says in Psalms 139, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Science says no two people have the same DNA. As a matter of fact, all of you are amazing. Yeah, amazing. You know, we need to say that together. So when I throw my hands out, I'm amazing, I want you to repeat it behind me. So let's do it. I'm amazing.
I'm amazing.
Yes. Now, did it make anybody feel a little strange to say, I'm amazing? Sometimes, because we're not supposed to boast about ourselves, but it's up to us to believe in the greatness in ourselves, because if we don't, who else will? Does it serve us to turn around and think that we're only average or mediocre? And before you answer, no, no, and no, it doesn't. We have to believe in the greatness of ourselves. We need to change our mindsets so that we can be who we were called to be, to do the things that we were called to do, every single one of us. So now you may be thinking, well, what exactly did you want me to share? Glad you thought about that. No, I'm not clairvoyant and it's not magic. We need to do some reflection and look at our past. So one of the things that I encourage you to think about and do is to look at the cheers and the challenges that you've had in life and do it by year. So you'll say in 2016, I had these cheers and I had these challenges that I made it through. When I actually did this exercise, I realized that the year 2005 was pivotal for me. During that time, I was running like a hamster on a wheel, going nowhere fast, and my hair was on fire, continuously. And it was really a rough year, especially that fourth quarter. And during that time, I moved 400 miles away from my family and my closest friends to take on a job that I didn't completely understand. Okay, a quarter understanding. My husband couldn't move with me because he couldn't find a job here, so we were separated, and I had to have this toddler with me. And my dog had to be put down. And during that time, I had had my fourth miscarriage in a row, and it nearly took my life. I was tired. Anybody here ever been tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired? Oh, I was tired. And then at the time he was 4 years old, and my son looked up to me and said, with these beautiful brown eyes, "What are we gonna do now, Mommy?" And then he ran off to play. We ran off to play. Did you all catch that? But it was at that moment, at that time, that I realized I had to do something different. So I started putting practices and processes in place so that I could have more balance in my life. And then once it became a habit, people saw this calmness, this confidence. I literally had a different walk. Don't watch my walk, but I did. And I had people asking questions. Well, what are you doing differently? Can you mentor me? Can you mentor others? So I replicated the process and shared with them what those things were. And it gave them great success in their lives. And it was at that moment I knew my purpose. My purpose was to help people to have a balance in their lives, to show people how to harness their full power and walk in their purpose boldly. And a lot of that happened because I was able to share. You all remember, share those messages to help them get through there. We are so incredible. As a matter of fact, we are amazing. Yes, We're amazing. That's okay. I'm excited that you're with me. But we are amazing. And we all have had an incredible journey. And it's up to us to share that journey with others. I want you to look at the person next to you. And if you don't have someone next to you, think about someone. That person may not just be a seat. They may be your assignment. So remember that this is not magic. And I want you to remember to say this every day till it becomes a part of your subconscious, like it's with you, like you breathe. And remember, I'm amazing. We're going to try that again. I need you to put some seasoning salt on it. Need some more flavor. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Yes, you're amazing. And remember to share your amazing journey. Step boldly into your purpose. And hashtag take a sip of life. I'm Dr. Felicia Shaw.